Good morning. My name is Matt Wellnitz, and this is Amy's story. Amy is my cousin. We're about the same age. We've always gotten along. She's always been happy-go-lucky, always cheerful, and just fun to be around. I'd thought about her off and on, and solid Christian lady. Terry, my wife, and I would go up to visit her and her husband and cute little daughter, cute as a bug on a rug, and solid Christian family. And then something happened, and this is up in Traverse City. Something happened, I don't know exactly what, but they started veering off into the New Age religion. Good friend of Amy's was Candace. She, solid Christian woman, she reeled Amy back in. Amy's husband and daughter continued to go off into the New Age. And Amy's daughter, as a late teenager, ran away from home following Satan. And then she and her husband separated. They never got divorced, they just were legally separated. And it just started going downhill. Amy also had health issues. She has had lupus and struggled with that for a number of years. And it got very debilitating. Lupus, there is no cure for that. But through the power of prayer, Amy was cured. You know, the Bible, Jesus tells us if we have faith the size of a mustard seed, we can tell this mountain to move here or there. Well, God moved that mountain out of her way and healed her from this lupus. I was just talking with my wife on and off for the last 10, 12 years. I wonder how Amy's doing. Haven't heard from her. I talked to her about 10 years ago, and that's how I knew she was having problems at home. And I had to go through her friend's phone number to get to Amy. I got a voicemail, and it sounded like Amy, and so, hey, okay. So I left a message, and about 10 minutes later, she called me back and said, Amy, it's good to hear you. I'm glad you're alive. Because I didn't know. It's been so long. We're getting up there in years that who knows who's around anymore. So long story short, she got healed from the lupus, but now she has stage 4 breast cancer. And it's metastasized pretty much all over. She did not tolerate the chemotherapy treatment or radiation treatment. So it's just treating her symptoms, and she knows she's going to go home to see Jesus. We kept visiting, and come to find out, and my wife and I, Terry and I, were the only family she had left. Her 2 sisters had nothing to do with her anymore. Both her parents had passed away. No other relatives around. So we were it. She said, she kind of didn't really shock me, but it was somewhat of a surprise. She just asked me if I would officiate her funeral. They didn't have a church they went to. She was very disappointed and hurt by one church she went to, so she never went back. But she never lost her faith in Jesus Christ. This is a time where I didn't realize it then, but with the sermon series of Are You Available, God made me available then. So when she asked me to officiate her funeral, I didn't even hesitate. It didn't set me back. Without any hesitation or mental reservation, I said absolutely. So I got to visit with her, plan her funeral with her, and when it came time for the funeral, it went smoothly. I mean, I wasn't nervous. God was with us the whole time. The last few days of Amy's life, she kept saying that she was seeing many, many miracles. And as a nurse, I've seen patients go through this. They see things that nobody else sees and that are definitely God sent. I mean, God's opening their eyes to see things that we on earth can't see right now. So through the last few weeks and days, Terry and I were able to go up and pray with her, hold her hand. It was just a wonderful time for us. And Amy passed away peacefully. If we can see God move the mountain of lupus out of Amy's life through her faith and through prayer, what can you do for us? We also got to know the couple that cared for Amy, and now we're friends with them. We actually call them cousins now. But it was just a wonderful experience, and I'm glad that I was available for God to be available for Amy. It made a big difference in her life, and it impacted our lives as well. So here's my question for you. If you make yourself available for God, what mountains will He move in your life and the lives of others?